Welcome to the next lecture of breathing and exchange of gases, and hopefully this is the last lecture of the chapter. And in this lecture we will discuss about the disorders related to respiratory system. So here is disorders related to respiratory system. Disorders related to respiratory system. The first and important disorders are infectious respiratory disorder. The first one is infectious respiratory disorders. These infectious disorders are of different types like TB, pertussis, pneumonia and diphtheria. These are the infectious respiratory disorders. It means these disorders are caused due to some infectious agents, and these infectious agents may be of microorganisms. So these disorders are like TB. Examples are like TB, pertussis, pneumonia and diphtheria. These are the diseases which are caused by any microorganism or some type of bacteria. About these diseases we will discuss in detail in the chapter of diseases. Clear? So here you have to also only know the names of the diseases, and all of these are the mainly bacterial diseases, causes due to the bacteria. Second one is tumors or lung cancer. The second type of respiratory disease is tumor, or we can say that lung cancer. This disease is basically caused due to the smoke of tobacco or a special type of chemical or a carcinogenic chemical which is found in the smoke of tobacco, that is called as benzpyrene. Here is benzpyrene. This benzpyrene is a carcinogenic substance, and this carcinogenic substance is found in the smoke of tobacco. This is a carcinogenic substance which is found in the smoke of tobacco. Clear? So this tobacco smoke causes lung cancer or tumors. The third important type of disease is called as obstructive respiratory disorder. Third one is obstructive respiratory disorders, and these are of different types. Disorders. These are of different types, and the first type is obstructive disorders. Means there should be an obstacle present in the respiratory tract, due to which the respiratory tract is getting blocked and oxygen supply does not take place properly. That's why these are called as obstructive respiratory disorders. And the first important obstructive disorder is allergies. Okay? The first one is allergy. Different type of allergies are there. Dust allergy, pollen allergy, allergy due to any chemical. Clear? So there are different type of allergies which is going to be happen in the body, and this is basically called as sensitization or sensitivity towards any type of chemical, pollen grains or dust particles. ना बहुत सारे लोगों को आप देखते हैं एलर्जी बहुत एक कॉमन सी डिजीज है. इस कॉमन डिजीज में क्या होता है, डस्ट पार्टिकल्स या पोलन ग्रेन्स या किसी पर्टिकुलर केमिकल, स्प्रे या परफ्यूम्स, किसी भी चीज से हमें एलर्जी हो सकती है. तो ये काफी सारे एलर्जी कॉज करने वाले सब्सटेंसेस है एंड दीज आर कॉल्ड एज एलर्जेंस. इस डिजीज में होता क्या है, द पर्सन शोज हाइपर सेंसिटिविटी. सो हियर इन केस ऑफ एलर्जी पर्सन shows hypersensitivity. Sensitivity against allergen. Hypersensitivity against allergens. Clear? So this is the special type of disease. Now, how the mechanism of allergy is going to take place? Firstly, what are the symptoms? Now, mechanism means the symptoms which are seen. So here are the symptoms of allergy. The first symptom is sensitivity towards a stimulus, towards an allergen, that is called as stimulation of allergen. So the first step is called as stimulation. The symptoms are stepwise process, and first step is stimulation of allergen. And this stimulation of allergens is known as sensitization. Clear? This is known as sensitization. So, firstly, what is going to take place? The allergen is going to be stimulated. So, here is allergen. And this allergen is acting as an antigen. When an antigen is going to attack on our body starts producing antibodies. So, here the antibodies are produced according to this allergen. And these antibodies gets bind with the mast cells, and these antibodies binds with the mast cells. Clear? So this is the first reaction. This is the milder reaction. When an allergen is going to react on the body, then our body starts producing antibodies against the allergen, and these antibodies gets bind with the mast cells. Now the second step, and in second step what is going to happen, our body has produced antibodies against the allergen. Now the second stimulation, here is the second stimulation. This is the first step, and here is the second stimulation. And what is happening in this second stimulation, when this allergen is again going to react on our body or again going to attack on our body has produced the antibodies. Now, already the body has been produced the antibodies. Now what is going to be happen, when this allergen binds to mast cell, the allergen when it is again going to attack on the body, ना जब ये एलर्जन दोबारा हमारी बॉडी पर अटैक करेगा, हमारी बॉडी ने ऑलरेडी इसके लिए क्या बना रखी है, एंटीबॉडीज बना रखी है. तो ये एलर्जन उस मास्ट सेल के साथ बाइंड होगा जिसके साथ एंटीबॉडीज ऑलरेडी बाइंड हो चुकी है. सो दिस एलर्जन इज गोइंग टू बाइंड with the mast cells which have already attached with एंटीबॉडीज। एंटीबॉडीज के साथ जुड़ी हुई जो मास्ट सेल्स है उनके साथ ये आकर जुड़ेगा। तो क्या होगा यहाँ पे, सपोज दिस इज द एलर्जन and this is the Y shaped. We know that the shape of antibody is Y shaped. This is the Y shaped antibody. Clear? What is happening here? This is the mast cell. Here the Y shaped antibodies are already binded with the mast cell. Clear? ये antibodies जो पहले बनी थी, यहाँ पर जो antibodies बनी थी, ये antibodies mast cell के साथ already bind हो चुकी है। Now what is going to happen here? This allergen which is going to attack is getting binded with this mast cell. ठीक है, ये जो एलर्जन यहाँ पे अटैक कर रहा है, this is the allergen and this is the antibody. Here what is happening here? This allergen is going to bind here with the antibodies. ठीक है, दिस इज द मास्ट सेल। मास्ट सेल पे ऑलरेडी एंटीबॉडीज अटैच है और जब ये एलर्जन दोबारा रिएक्ट करता है बॉडी पे तो ये एंटीबॉडी पे जाके बाइंड हो जाता है, ये एंटीबॉडीज के साथ ये बाइंड हो जाएगा। आफ्टर दैट द मास्ट सेल इज गेटिंग रप्चर्ड। क्लियर? इसके बाद क्या होगा, मास्ट सेल जैसे ही एलर्जन इस पे बाइंड होगा, मास्ट सेल गेट्स रप्चर्ड and when the mast cell is getting ruptured, then it released histamines. Clear? So the third step is release of histamines. So here the histamines are released. These histamines causes inflammation. These causes inflammation or sneezing or watery eyes, running nose. It causes inflammation, running nose, watery eyes, sneezing, एक्सेट्रा। क्लियर? तो यहां पर क्या हुआ, फिर से हम इस मैकेनिज्म को देखेंगे। फर्स्ट स्टेप में सेंसिटाइजेशन हुआ था, एलर्जन बॉडी पे अटैक कर रहा है, इट बिहेव्स एज एंटीजन। जैसे ही एलर्जन बॉडी पे अटैक कर रहा है, आवर बॉडी प्रोड्यूस्ड एंटीबॉडीज एंड दीज एंटीबॉडीज गेट्स बाइंड विद द मास्ट सेल्स। इन द सेकंड स्टेप, व्हेन दिस इज द सेकंड स्टिमुलेशन, व्हेन दिस एलर्जन इज अगेन attacking on our body, then it is going to bind with the mast cells which are already attached with the antibodies. ठीक है? Now what is going to happen? When this allergen is going to bind with this mast cell having antibody, then these mast cells are getting ruptured and these mast cells are going to release the histamines. These histamines are the chemicals which causes running nose, inflammation, watery eyes, sneezing, etc. ठीक है, these are the symptoms of the allergy. Now what is the treatment of allergy? In the treatment of allergy, the antihistaminic drugs are used. Clear? So the drugs which are used are antihistaminic drugs. So these are the treatment of allergy. Clear? So this is about the allergy. The special type of allergy which is caused due to pollen grains is called as hay fever. Here I am writing about the hay fever. Hay fever means allergy due to pollen grains. So this special type of allergy is called as hay fever. Clear? So this is about the allergy. Now the next disease, and the next disease is called as asthma. Asthma is also caused due to allergy. Now what is the asthma? In asthma, the bronchial spasm is taking place. The next type of disease is asthma. And in asthma, what is going to take place? That is bronchial spasm. What is bronchial spasm? Spasm means when the allergen is going to react on the body, the bronchi are getting contracted. So the spasm means contraction. When the bronchi is getting contracted, then there is a difficulty in breathing because the lumen of the bronchi is getting narrower. So what will happen here? Lumen of bronchi is getting narrower. So in this case, the person is unable to breathe in. Next one is bronchitis. And this is also similar to asthma, but a difference is there. In case of asthma, sputum is more. What is here? The sputum is more. But in case of bronchitis, there is no sputum or it is negligible. Here, so there is negligible production of sputum in case of bronchitis. Otherwise, the bronchitis is almost similar to the asthma. The symptoms are sneezing, heavy breathing, clear? Feeling heaviness in the breathing. So here, sneezing is there, wheezing, and heaviness in breathing. So these are the symptoms of bronchitis. Next disease is called as emphysema, and this emphysema is reduction in alveolar respiration. The next one is emphysema, and what is going to take place in emphysema? Reduction in alveolar respiration. In this case, the alveolar walls gets narrower. Why? Due to the deposition of carbon monoxide. When the carbon monoxide is getting binded with the hemoglobin, then the oxygen concentration is going to be less in the alveoli, and this will result in the emphysema. Next one is hypoxia. Next disease is called as hypoxia. And this hypoxia is also caused due to binding of carbon monoxide with hemoglobin. Okay, so this is the disease called as hypoxia. In emphysema, no binding of carbon monoxide is with hemoglobin. Here, the alveolar wall is getting narrowed. Here, the smoke of tobacco. In case of emphysema, what will happen? The smoke of tobacco. This is the wall of alveoli. The single epithelial wall is there. And here the smoke of tobacco is getting accumulated. Due to this, the wall of alveoli is getting thicker and there is no exchange of gases. This type of disease is called as emphysema, and in hypoxia, the carbon monoxide is going to bind with the hemoglobin. So, the production of oxyhemoglobin decreases and carboxyhemoglobin increases. Clear? So, this is all about the diseases related to the respiratory system, and here the chapter is getting completed. In our next lecture, we will discuss about the another important chapter of the human physiology. Thank you very much.